We are live, everyone. Hello, Internet. How are you? Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. How's live, everyone? Hello, Internet. How are you? Oh, God.
Who's that?
Here
Someone's got some on.
records. So, fellas, how you doing?
Doing
Not
well.
A little burnt out on painting.
I need to paint.
What do you think?
And you got to get back into this hobby stuff. Got to get these robots finished.
I need to paint too.
I had to take a break from painting. I've been doing commission after commission after commission to pay for Vegas, and my hands are cramping. My eyes are all like starting to cross over and get blurry. But I'm almost done. It's got about a half dozen Lord of the Ring models to do, and or finish up, and then how do you say it? Caradon Overlords.
Yeah, the Overlords.
Yeah, I got about 4 of those ships. 2 of the small ones, 1 medium size, and then the big. I think it's an Arcanaut. Something.
No, you got the Ironclad. You've got the frigates, and then you've got the gunboats.
Okay, so 2 gunboats, the frigate, and what was the other one?
Ironclad, the big guy.
Okay, yeah, and that too. So I'm going to take about a week off from painting after this before I delve into my custodes.
So, since you're painting the Lord of the Rings models, I don't know how to word this properly
Just say
without
it.
getting a lot of backlash, but man, the models are rough. They are not. They don't feel like a GW model. They're not high quality feeling.
Yeah.
Like the details, they're just kind of not good.
To me, it does not have all the super details like you'll see with Age of Sigmar or Warhammer 40,000 miniatures. And I think when you look at the rest of Games Workshop's line of miniatures, they throw tons of stuff on. It's like going into a TGI Fridays and you got all the flare buttons all over their vests and everything. I mean, seriously, I mean, you look at all these different war games that Games Workshop puts out. I mean, these people carry a lot of crap with them. Trinkets and buckets and pockets and all stuff that seems like unnecessary to be putting on a model. Skulls like everywhere, skulls with skulls. And I think what they were going for, and you are right, the Lord of the Rings model are very plain looking, but they're keeping to that aesthetic of the movies and trying to get that capture that feel, so you're not seeing, why is Boromir walking around with like a whole bunch of skulls and pouches and all this stuff that he did not have in the movie. I think they're trying to keep to that aesthetic.
And then also for the fact too, Lord of the Rings is not heroic scale miniatures either.
Right.
Everything's actually proportional to what it should be.
Yeah.
The Boromir's sword is how big Boromir's sword should be. It's not a giant 4-foot sword that's 2 foot wide that he can swing and slice through anything. It's a normal sword. So it's and also they are a smaller scale miniature too as well.
Yeah.
When I think the IP too is not all owned. It's GW I don't think owns the IP still. I think they still have the guy, whoever owns it. That's why you didn't see any price scaling like jackups on Lord of the Rings. If you notice, it's still the same price it's always been, because the guy that owns I think in charge of the IP or owns IP or whatever it is, that's one of the stipulations. Like they can't raise the price because he has to say so.
And I use this term, and I agree totally with what Ski's saying. And I use this term loosely. It's a historical game.
Yes.
In the sense that it's following what the kind of same gameplay format that a lot of historicals have. In fact, a lot of people are actually buying some of the human army, mainly the Rohan, to act as for like the Saga game. They're using those miniatures for Saga just because they look just like that. This set right scale. They all look like Vikings. But yeah, it's I think they got a lot of restrictions on what they can do. They just can't get crazy. So
It's a different style of model.
yeah, and I mean, I'm not a big fan of the models because they're just a pain in the butt to put together. And, well, not even put together because they're like one or two pieces, but it's the trying to get into all the little cracks to file things down. Now you're dealing with a smaller scale model, and it's a lot more, a little bit flimsier than like a regular 40K or Age of Sigmar model. So you're looking at like your spears. You know, you barely bump it with your thumb when you're trying to file down some flash, and now it's a broken spear because it's a lot thinner.
Interesting. Okay, that's weird. So I just opened up a box of the shark for Sea Elves. And so you got the big base, and then they give you 3 stands for it. We only need 1.
Interesting.
Comes on the sprue.
Yeah, it's a sprue of stands.
Yeah, one breaks, you can replace it. Those break all the time.
Yeah, but these ones are the different ones. These ones with the little notches in it, not the ball or the pokey.
The pokey.
No pokey.
Yep. Hmm.
Well, you got some secrets you found us.
Me?
Yeah, you.
We have secrets.
I mean, I think Ski's got some secrets too. Okay, maybe not. Okay.
I just know what's coming out next week, and I think that's it right now.
Okay. Take it with a grain of salt. But a little birdie across the pond, as they say, said because GW and Hasbro / WizKids have some deals going on right now. They solidified an agreement. There's going to be they've actually already started producing games under the WizKid logo, and I think maybe Hasbro too. But those that are not familiar with Magic the Gathering, you know, there's different planes of existence, and every quarter there's a new set released. Or sometimes they'll do 2 sets back to back. They all usually are regarding a particular plane. Like right now, they're back in Ravnica, which was a very super popular setting. So, what does that have to do with Age of Sigmar? The word is that probably late 2019, maybe more like 2020. Another or a new Magic the Gathering set might very well be Age of Sigmar. So it's still my guess. They're still negotiating with it, but that is something that's on the table right now.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of salt, like we're talking the Great Salt Flats level of salt.
Every time you talk about them salts, you seem to always be correct in your salty statements.
I think it might be correct to an extent, but not. I mean, who knows? It might not be accurate. It might be something else because they are putting out a lot of games. There's like a new board game coming out, I think, next month. It's Age of Sigmar one, the rise and fall of Anvilor, whatever. That's being produced by WizKids, so you won't find that probably in your Games Workshop store. By the way, you'll probably have to go to your local gaming store, or probably go to your local gaming store. But they're starting to produce a lot more stuff now, as you notice. There's another board game that's either out right now or it's coming out, Gretchen, I think. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's come out yet or if it's on. They might be waiting to release that in Christmas time. But Games Workshop's starting to be a lot more aggressive in hitting up the different platforms. So that's kind of broadening that market. They already kind of dipped in, and I know they have the Age of Sigmar Champions game, which is selling out consistently.
And I got some news about that too.
Okay. So that's all I've got about that little bit. I'll let Ski go on about Age of Sigmar.
But just for Champions, I do know there's a couple things. There's I do believe they said by the end of the year you'll be able to. I think the next expansion will be out before the end of the year. So if you're looking, if you're into Champions, I saw a picture of it. I got to talk to a rep, and I know it's already done, but I think the next expansion could be out next month, maybe December, hopefully. Not guaranteeing it, but that's what I've been seeing. So
Pretty crazy considering like it's already it's just taken off, but that's really good though.
yep.
Yeah.
They don't want it to die, and I mean I know on Facebook they've been like asking people to like post their, every week is a different faction and show what deck that you made, and they're highlighting people, and they are very aggressive right now with this game, and everybody's falling into it just right. So I think them releasing expansion as soon as they can keeps things going until they get it established.
Okay.
It's good. That was the biggest worry, is because it's so popular, and then if they did all this and then it just burns out, that was the scare I remember you talking about when we went to Austin. That if it's like, as long as they keep up with it, it can be a big thing.
Yep.
Well, thanks to Ski saying that, I just sent a message off to my friend, so by the time he wakes up in the morning or gets to work, maybe he can give us some more information. Whew, that's still good news. Did you guys? Go.
In the chat, Jess said, "You'll be proud of me, Ski. I assembled my new evocators on Dracolines. They look so baller. I want everything mounted on Dracolines. Those guys rock."
Yeah, I typed that part.
Oh, that's written all together.
So
Yes, track lines are amazing.
yes,
That's the only reason why I play Sigma Rights. Those models are so wickedly good looking. Much like Jonathan.
Thanks, man. I'm not good, just good looking.
Did you see what's coming out in November? Also, the Space Marine Heroes and the Blind Packs.
oh yes,
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know how I feel about that, but
It's gonna be like the Japanese thing, isn't it?
yeah. But instead of be able to buy it as a set, they're going to be basically. I think it's either $6.99 or $7.99 per box, and it's a blind pack. You have no idea what you're getting, and I think there are like 10 different models.
Yep.
I think
So
whatever the box count was, whatever the box was, I think it's whatever the box count is, it's one less. That's what the character. I think that's what it was.
Oh, I got it right here. So there are 8 identified miniatures, and then there's one hidden one. No idea what it is.
It's a Gretchen.
It could very well be a Gretchen.
That's
But
funny.
the way it looks like probably a captain with a power sword stuck down in the ground. He's got an iron halo probably on his backpack. And in typical fashion, he's got a cloak or a cape or something. And looks like some sort of maybe plasma pistol or heavy pistol.
Sure, it's not a Kroot.
I'm pretty sure it's not a Kroot.
Okay. Heard they're making a comeback.
They are, that, but and so are the squats and rattlings, by the way.
Oh, I can't wait to see my squats again.
Yep.
That was
I was really, really super excited about the squat model.
I know. I really like that Kroot model that we saw today.
Oh, I know. Good.
I'm actually going to probably get the game now because of that model. Because little funny story back in the day, you know, Space Wolf Third Edition and any kind of assault army like Blood Angels, we ran the tables because of the jumping assaults. 2 games I lost were against was it Dark Eldar Witch Elves with Uncubi. Turn 2 beat me, like they tabled me in 2 turns, and then a guy from the Navy that when the Tau came out, he had a whole Kroot mercenary army.
Oh,
2 turns, he killed me. So I'll never forget that. And I'm like, you know what? That is amazing. Kroots are awesome. That model was just like homage, like, oh my god, it's an amazing looking model.
yeah, it is an absolutely amazing model. So it looks like with that set, we're going to get about 2 other humans, an Eldar Ranger, a squat, a Ratling, and then some big giant robots type thing. It almost looks like it has some classic feels to like an old robot style from Rogue Trader days.
Looks like the one of the older versions of the the different versions of the Castellans, I guess it looks like.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. I'm kind of excited about this.
They have, I mean, I think they're kind of outgunned there because they're going on the Black Fortress and they're not even like, you know, I don't know. I think it's going to be bad for them. So they're going to end up bad.
Probably. It's going to if it's going to include all those mutants and stuff in it, like it looks like it's going to, and probably I bet you there'll be some Chaos Marines or creatures in there. It's going to be a rough time.
So
I'm excited about it.
Such a fun game.
Well, and when I read the article too, they say this game mechanics or this game is something we have never seen before. So it's not going to be like Shadespire. It's not going to be like a Hammerhall or the other one. This is going to be a total new mechanic. How I read it was going to be a whole new experience, something totally different.
But it's about time.
Yep. That'll be fun.
So that's it for all the snazzy rumors I have. I was kind of light, except for the Magic the Gathering, Age of Sigmar possible crossover. I really don't have. Unfortunately, got nothing else. Very, very quiet week. I think I would say GW is really getting geared up for Christmas, and
which brings something that I know they're bringing out with. I know a couple things, not everything. For Christmas, the package, I think it was the Deepkin. It's a squad of Thralls, squad Reavers, 2 Sharks, a Tidecaster, and I don't know if there was Eels. Maybe a squad of Eels, but that's the Christmas bundle for them.
Ooh.
I saw the Nurgle one.
Oh, they have it. Oh yeah, the yes, that's right. I did see that one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how many more they come out with because those are the best deals you can get.
I know they're doing.
Remember back in 5th edition, I started to get that $100 battle box.
Yep. I know they're doing the was it the Azerian Temple Ruins, whatever, big box of them. They're doing the I think this is all the stuff I mentioned like a month ago. I saw all this. But it's all confirmed now, so it's kind of nice to see that. That painting toolkit though, look at that thing, you know. I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
The handle or the expansions and all that stuff.
Yeah, the side thing.
Yep. Those are people.
Yep.
That is cool. I'm not sure if I'll utilize it, but the big one, I'm not sure if I'll get the big one, but the big one looks kind of cool. You can put bigger models in there.
Yep. The new paint pot, I can't wait to see.
Are they designing the paint pot?
Yeah, it looks way different.
Like different as in you're not going to spill your entire gallon of aggro?
No, like your paint, like so like I have my water holder paint thing, paint pot,
Yeah.
I call it.
Ah,
Yeah, I didn't quite understand what the splits were on the side of it.
I've spilled a little bit of like Miller oil before, but one of the kids had made a purchase at the store, and it was Agratho shade. And he goes in the back and puts down, and he comes up. He's like, "Does Agrath come out closed?" I was like, "What?" And he had spilled it on his pants in the crotch area. He spilled it all over the floor and all over the table. There was like a quarter of it left. I don't even know how that much even spilled.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Who did that?
It's one of the kids that go shop is his name is Beckham.
Oh,
Yeah, it is Beckham.
okay.
Poor guy.
Yep.
I feel bad. Like because he was so worried that his parents were gonna get upset because I think he was wearing like white pants and it got on there and then he tried getting it. I told him that it'd probably come out of the wash if he washes it quick. But I did tell him that the acrylic, like he's like, well, how do you get painting your clothes? I was like, dude, I wear special clothes when I paint. Like I wear like Walmart basketball shorts and my old military shirts that have paint all over it already. I have a whole paint outfit. But so have you guys gone over all the clan focuses?
Say that again.
Have you gone over the clan focuses? Like all the different what do they call them, cultures? All the orc cultures?
A little bit.
So it's gonna be up in the air, but I think which happens to be my army is death skulls are gonna be probably more of a meta because pretty much their culture, their whole army, I'll read it word by word. So models of this culture have a 6-up invul save. In addition, you can reroll a single hit roll, a single wound roll, and a single damage roll for each unit with the culture each time in the shooting or fighting. In addition, infantry units with this culture gain This is ours, Zog off ability, even if they do not have the troops battlefield roll. So I guess they get object secured.
How'd
Probably.
that go again, Jonathan?
Huh?
How'd that go again? How what?
This is ours, Zog off.
Okay, making sure.
You sound more like a Gretchen.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Gretchen when my kid's sleeping. I'll be an orc when she's awake.
Oh, okay, good call. Good call.
I'll be a war boss. This is my Gretchen. But I mean, dude, an army of orcs with a 6-up invul. I don't know what pain boys do, but if pain boys give feel no pain, that's an added save. So a 6-up invul, you always get a t-shirt save. Most guns now are -1, if not more. And so you're used to already getting your t-shirt save or no save at all, but now you're always going to get a 6-up save. So I thought, and they're a salamander, but better. The salamanders have the same like chapter tactic with the rerolls, but they don't get to reroll like the damage or whatever. It's crazy.
That is very true.
Mhm.
Snake bites. Snake bites are a good one. The whole army's gonna get 6-up Film of Pain,
Yep.
and that's about it. But I mean, a 6-up Film of Pain is pretty decent.
Make bite. Ooh, ha, ha.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards. I think Bad Moons might be
Bad Moons is
one of
another
them.
one.
What's that?
Let's see, Bad Moons was another one that was going to be competing with
Yeah.
Death Skulls.
I think that one mainly for those orcs that try to do a shooting army, which is not always that great. But I think people that run lots of ludas, like my friend Clint, he loves ludas. He's got a lot. So ludas, some DACA wagons. I don't know if the clan cultures will apply to vehicles, but if it does, then DACA wagons and Stampas are going to be ridiculous.
And wonder if they're going to bring out the looted rules, because I've been seeing a lot of looted vehicle pictures.
Oh yeah, that's going to come out in the chapter of proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the looted vehicles are coming out in chapter of proof. And,
But I don't think it's going to be like gameplay legal. I think it's going to be similar to what they did with the Land Raider rules.
oh
It's more fun and open, I think.
yeah. Now I think it may apply to it because, like right here, it says, Death Skull units get a 6-up invul save from gaining a chance to save against those pesky lascannon shots on your Death Dreads. So if a Death Dread's a vehicle, it looks like some of the vehicles are going to be able to get that culture.
Well, aren't Dead Dreads walkers though?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
Dreadnought.
I know that. I think most of the walkers get the rule because I'm pretty sure that Gorkanauts and Morkanauts are going to get it as well,
That's a walker, yeah.
and Stampas probably too. But
Yeah.
Stampas really didn't go down any points, so they're still 800 points. So I don't really expect to see a lot of them.
Yeah, but Stomp with the 6-up invul.
Yeah, but it's 800 points. That's a lot of points to spend.
I was going to say that's a lot of Orks.
It's a lot of orcs and a lot of vehicles and new buggies and all that other stuff. So. There's the one with the custom force field or something, the new buggy that pops up. It can teleport anywhere on the board, more than 9 inches away, and then it pops up, and then the weapons are assaults. So you may see those quite a bit, I would say. But no, I think the clan rules are going to they're going to make orcs really good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It'll be hard to see. I mean, because I'm not sure. I think it'll just fit to what people are playing. So if they're playing Speed Freaks or something, a lot of speedy vehicles, they may take the one you were talking about, Jonathan.
Yeah. Ow, ow.
I haven't been paying attention too much to a couple of the team chats of like the more traveling GT players, the guys who go to like SoCal, all the big tournaments that are like knee deep in it. I haven't even been paying attention because the chats have been hundreds and hundreds of messages. I'll log on and I'll look at the Facebook Messenger and it'll be like 373 messages, in the past hour and a half. So I'm not even at this point. I'm just going to wait until the book hits and then take a look at people's lists, see what these guys are talking about. But a lot of these guys that are hardcore Yanari players and Marine players and such, and they're all looking forward to busting out their orcs that they haven't touched since probably like 4th edition, maybe 5th edition.
Orcs are scary, man.
Yeah, they're going to be definitely scary. I think they're definitely going to be in the top 5 of all the armies. Yanari is still Yanari and Eldari, whatever, regular craft world and Yanari. They're still dominating the tournament scene, even after all the nerfs that they've been getting. GW keeps throwing it at them, and they keep thriving. People figure out.
You got to think now against Orks, this is going to be the first 40 army that's going to be viable. And Like, what's a good Dark Elder list? 18 blasters, 30 blasters, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, Orc doesn't care,
No.
you know. Especially a 6-up invul Orc. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, then a 6-up save. No worry.
It's good that we're going to have about a good 2.5, well, basically like 3 months to figure out, or about 2 months to figure out how the Orc is going to be, how the meta is going to be with it. Chapter Prove will hit, and then we'll have about another month before LVO to see all the different changes. Who's probably going to be dominating on top.
Yep.
But it's going to be Chapter Prove that's really going to set the standard for who's probably going to take LVO, or what armies are going to probably be in the top 8.
I think Knights are going to have a hard time handling Orcs too now.
Heck, I'm trying to think, when I go to LVO and I'm running 18 Custodes, Gilliman, and a Knight, I'm like, okay, well, here's my 20 guys versus your, that's 120. Okay, I got this.
The 6-up invul and then a feel no pain roll.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I think the Pain Boy thing, I'm wondering if it's going to be very similar to, kind of like Space Marine Apothecary, negate a wound or get a guy back up instead of giving him a feel no pain.
From what I've heard, it hadn't changed much from the index. I don't have the index in front of me, but from what I've heard, it doesn't change much. It's about the same as in the index for a Pain Boy.
I should actually have a copy at work tomorrow. We did a special order for somebody, the Super Warriors of Gork and Mork special edition, and last time I checked tracking, it looked like it's going to be there on Wednesday, and it's for my friend Clint, who is a huge avid Orc player. So I'm going to crack it open and take a peek.
Not a true Orc player, John.
You
What's
should.
that?
I was going to say, Clint is so not an Orc player. That dude.
You're right. He is
He just
definitely.
flows with what's the best army he's going to be, man.
Yep, all the way through 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yeah, he's always just kind of follows that trend. Yeah, I told him I'm going to take away the new book smell from him because I'm going to crack the book open and take a peek at it.
You know what you should do?
What's that?
Do little records, little chats about it. Stick it on the FNP's Facebook.
Maybe I will.
Should do
I
that.
don't do that. Our people wouldn't want to see anything about Orcs. They're
No.
all Imperial players, they don't want to see any Orc stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I will. Anyways, just in case. So there's probably like one follower that out of our 3,000 that would like to see it. So yeah, maybe I'll do it. Yeah, as long as it comes in tomorrow, if the tracking is right, then yeah, I'll crack it open. I don't know what the rules are for what I can show, what I can't show or say. We can discuss that after the show.
You can talk, you just can't show.
Okay.
Yeah, just not points. That's it.
Okay. Then I will do that tomorrow. I'll take my my laptop and the webcam with me to work tomorrow, and just in case it does show up.
Huh.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That way Clint can see the book that he's getting in a week.
This is what you get, but you can't get it till Friday at midnight. Sorry.
He's out of town, so he can't get it till Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Clint went out of
Or Sunday.
our Orc release.
I know. I don't think his boss cared that the Orc release was happening. His boss was like, you know what? We're sending you out of town. We're going to send you 4 states away.
But the Orc Codex.
I'm pretty sure that was what he wanted to say to his boss, but
You know, he's probably going to break down and go to a different store over there, a gaming store, on Friday at midnight and buy it.
no, not after spending that much money on this super collection.
Oh, I thought you said a true Orc player.
What's that?
I thought you said it's a true Orc player. So
He is.
buy it, and then so he reads it for a day, gets his collectors, and sell it.
He probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the digital download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think he comes back till Sunday. So yeah, he might get the digital download and watch that and be talking about it.
That'd be pretty funny. But yep, it's all about November, right? November. What are they saying? What are they calling November now? November?
More November.
November. Oh no, no, October 34th or 34th. I think, or 33rd, something like that.
That's kind of
Yeah, October 33rd. So
that sounds right.
Oh yeah, just said that he had read that the Pain Boys, if they're within 3 inches of infantry or bikers, those guys get a 6+ feel no pain.
Oh God.
That's
Math is in your favor.
That's scary, man.
I know. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh man, Pawn just got his artist opus brushes.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Now I'm gonna get these brushes.
Who got the artist open brushes?
Pawn 63 295.
I am too scared to use them right now.
They're just gonna sit there in their case.
Use it right now.
I agree with you. I've got I can't think of the brand, but it's in my pantry, which is of course, my friends call Narnia because it's all my Games Workshop stuff and not food. I've got like a $30-some-odd brush sitting in a plastic tube. I don't even know what brand it is, just sitting there. I'm just afraid to use it.
Okay.
That's funny, John. Yeah, I'm
just
just base coating right now. So as soon as I get done with base coating, then I'm going to use them for all the detail work.
I might, you know what? I might break it out for the custodes. I'm so rough with my brushes that, thank God for Army Painter brushes. And they're half the price basically of GW ones, and I go through them like crazy.
I've had one GW standard brush that I've used for years. There's been times that paint dried in it and I've ripped off and it ripped out chunks in it, but that thing can still make a good point, and it is such a good base brush. I love that dang thing.
Here's the thing with brushes, though. When you break open a new brush that you've never used before, it takes forever to get used to it again.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really scared about those artist open brushes. Because I look at them like, man, that is a fine ass tip on that thing.
That's a fine ass tip. Mm-hmm. A bunch of nerds.
So weird.
Yeah, I think for these custodes, I'm going to go ahead and buy all new brushes. Right now, I'm in the converting stage, getting everybody their own individual poses and cutting up and throwing away. I've already gone through one box of custodes that I messed up, and I'm not kidding. I really messed every single model up, and I took a break.
Now, is this the painting part of it?
No, this is the conversion part.
Okay.
And I can't. I love the models. I can't stay in the static poses.
Yeah.
So I'm cutting legs off and repositioning arms, or cutting them off at like the elbow and repositioning. And there's a couple times I've really, really messed it up. I tried to get one guy to be like, kind of like looking. He's about ready to pounce, almost kind of like a wrestler stance. For not like WWE wrestling, but like.
Okay.
College wrestling, I don't know, or high school wrestling. They did that. Yeah.
Yep.
He was in that stance, but I had to like totally redo it, the pelvic area and his hips and everything, and I really effed it up. Threw the model across the room and stopped. Went and played Destiny and whooped up on some noobs for a while. Vented.
It's funny. John said he was playing with his pelvis and messed it up.
That's accurate. Wait, let me check. Yeah, it's still messed up.
That is forever in the tomes of the internet.
Yeah.
For
That's
when your child watches this.
That's why I'm not wearing pants.
Only a Marine, huh? Only a Marine.
Yeah, I'm out of crayons too, man.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
A Marine without crayons?
Yeah.
And well, I've been at home all day, and I didn't want to like go to the grocery store to get some food, and there's a box of crayons there. So,
Hold on. I thought you were cooking like shepherd's pie tonight.
actually, I ended up making bulgogi.
Nice.
Bulgogi.
You didn't invite me over. That's just rude, John.
I probably should have, because I ate a pound of meat, half a head of lettuce, and probably about 3 servings of rice.
A box of crayons.
Nice.
And a box of crayons. And then I finished off the ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh, I was hungry though. All I had today was like a cup of coffee and a piece of toast.
Try and keep your girlish figure. We know.
Yeah, well, that went out the window with the bulgogi.
Dude, but man, whenever you eat Korean food, in like 2 hours, you're hungry again.
Yeah. Oh, that was yeah. Let's see.
Except apparently when John eats, because he eats 3 pounds of meat, and he's like, "Oh, meat."
It was a pound, or 0.91 pound. So a pound.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
So you're saying is you can only handle a pound of meat?
Usually, I'm about a pound and about 6-7 inches.
You know how?
Do you measure out your meat with inches?
But that, well, when I'm laying it out on the slab before I cook it and everything, I know that the little the cutting board is about 6-7 inches long.
Oh, okay. But are you taking account for shrinkage? For when you cook it? When you
No,
cook it, it shrinks.
that's true.
So, are you talking about 6 inches before shrinkage or after?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Ray asked a question about what do we think about Black Fortress?
Well, you missed our earlier talk about it, but we are pretty freaking excited about it.
Excited.
Because right now we only have 2 miniatures that we've seen.
Amazing.
I wanted to say Inquisitor, but the Rogue Trader and then the Crew, which Ski's definitely excited about the Crew.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ski and I was talking about, I think we were talking about it the other day about that Rogue Trader would make a great Vainglorious.
Yes.
If you guys have not seen that web comic from Games Workshop, The Adventures of Vainglorious, you need to check it out.
You talking about the chick?
No, the really the idiot Rogue Trader that's totally clueless and probably very culturally inappropriate about everything.
But go ahead, John.
Oh no, it's really, the comics are hilarious, and I'm really hoping that they will. The artist, I think it's a woman, I can't think of her name, but I'm hoping they will crank out more of these a lot faster and put it in like a graphic novel. Yeah, because I want a collection of this.
I'm having a lot of fun reading the new turn signals on Land Raider, though. The other comic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, what's the one that has like the female? I don't know. She's an Inquisitor, maybe, or Guardsman, and she has this like advisor. Like I've been seeing that pop up a lot lately. I think it's from GW.
No idea.
And the turn signals on Land Raider, those are funny, but they feel so hokey.
I think right now they're trying to reclaim their place in the society, basically the society or the community, the gaming community, since they got GW pulled the rug out from under them a long time ago. Now they're back. I think give it some time because it's been a little hit or miss. I mean, it's like, yeah, those are kind of funny. They're not quite there yet, but as I seem to recall, that they weren't always that funny in the first place. They were just like, oh, that's okay.
But John, I was going to tell you some stuff about that Mordric, or not Mordric, Gortrek. So
yeah.
Yes. So I haven't read a lot of the old, the books, the last couple books, and so I'm gonna say a little bit of a spoilers for people if they haven't read it. But this is a good topic because it's the transition from old Sigmar to new Sigmar. Exactly. Well, Gortrek is sent by Grimnar or Grimnir, whatever the Dwarven god. Was told by him to go to basically the realms and be the god for the Fire Slayers, like the new god. That was his charge from Grimnar or whatever his name is. Yeah. So now this makes sense where he shows up in the realm with nothing, because I'm not going to give what happened to Felix. I kind of did some reading on that. And he's going to show up. He's going to have some problems with the Fire Slayers, of course, because the Fire Slayers are like, we have no god. Like, really? And so I can't wait. I am super excited for this audiobook. Like, it is 5 CDs. Was it $60?
Yep.
I mean, this is the first time, and I don't know, a lot of people aren't going to be excited as we are, but this transition from 2 worlds of the game, and it's going to bridge them together with old and new with the same character is amazing to me. I just think this is going to be a great read, because we don't have anything like that. It's either Sigmar or it's fantasy. This will kind of bridge it together where it's still the same universe in the aspects of story-wise, because we didn't have any stories like that yet.
Awesome.
So, but
yeah, you have to spoil after we're not live anymore. You have to tell me what happens to Felix.
Oh, dude, the last book was amazing. I mean, I read, of course, I went on basically the Lexicanum version of for it, and just kind of did an update. And this last book that they made for Gortrex and Felix, if you haven't got it, and it's the last book until they cross over, get it, read it. I'm disappointed I didn't, but it really answers some questions and put things in motion. So it's really cool.
Raymond asked, just an audio book. Are they going to put it in a book as well?
It's supposed to be. It looks just CD/MP3. That's what they have so far. They haven't mentioned anything about books.
But if we follow Games Workshop's formats like this, they will probably put it to print.
I think it depends on how much it sells. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about it now. We've got 2 copies coming in this week. One for the boss, one for me. So I can't wait. I mean, it's like 4.5 hours almost, I think.
It is a total amount of 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Perfect. Super excited.
Yeah, because I just can't wait now. It's just like knowing some backstory and knowing what is going on just by reading the commentary. And they do. Okay, so if anybody wants to get on Black Library, they have a little story about the series, and there's an actual free extract from the audio drama you can listen to as well. So
Nice.
There was something else that was coming out. There's a book coming out. What was it called? I think it was another Age of Sigmar book.
Black Talon.
Yeah, Black Talon. Oh my God, that's gonna be amazing too.
Yep.
It's gonna be amazing balls.
And I think there's a deal right now on, if you go to like Games Workshop's page, that if you buy the book, you get the miniature.
Yep.
Whatever her name is.
Was it Nave Blacktown or Nave Blacktown or whatever her name is?
Yeah, something like that. You can get her. I don't know if it's a price increase or anything, but
well, the only way you were able to get her was through the the box set that they did with the Chaos, Nurgle Demons, and the Stormcast before they redid the Muke'n, or when they did the Muke'n, had the little dial for Nurgle and stuff. That's the only way you could. I think you can get her.
Okay.
But now you buy the book, you get her too. Oh, and they're bringing back the I can't remember what it's called now. Okay, so they've got the Orc book coming out. It was Iron Devil. But there was another book of series, Inferno, Volume 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The wonderful short stories and stuff again.
Yes.
Oh, I just listened to Kill Shot, and it was worth $5. It was Kill Shot, an audiobook called Kill Shot. It was pretty good. I really liked it. I was hoping it was a little longer though. I think it was like 20 minutes. But basically, you get to you're on a mission with a Vindicare assassin. So, and
Oh,
I've heard that. I heard the audio. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I won't be able to listen to that Go Treks when I'm painting because all of a sudden my custos are all going to be freaking fire slayers or trail slayers or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm going to all break out the green stuff and give them all mohawks and
that'd be great.
yeah.
That would be funny, though, John. I think you should do it.
Maybe. I gotta stick to my original theme. But yeah, and expect over the course of this next year, 1 to 2 more Yanari style books, and I would not be surprised if sometime next year Yanari actually get a codex. So if you have salt,
bastards need.
if you have any salts, go ahead and add it to your collection. It's a little heavy on the salt, so watch out for sodium ion intoxication. It's a dangerous thing.
Is this sea salt or regular salt?
I would go with sea salt right now,
or rock salt. I mean, don't forget about that.
But not bath salts.
Not bath salt. Okay, good.
It's not that bad yet. But I'm going to say, we're going to have to come up with a rating system: sea salt, rock salt, bath salt. Which one? I think we're going to have to do that in the future. Come up with like a 5 salt rating.
I said I was going to ask you. I don't remember what it was. Damn it. Too much salt.
Sorry.
Talking about Yanari?
Gene Stir Cold. Is that the last book that we need?
Yeah. My understanding was supposed to be like November, December, but I'm betting probably January.
Yeah.
How? Don't you already have some leaks from that bad boy?
Yeah, there's some leaks, but necessarily those leaks doesn't not mean that it's going to be it's going to drop right now. So all we have is the Warlord traits that have popped up, and I don't even have that. It's on my work computer, so I don't have access to it. But there we go. Oh yeah, I said it in the. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But it very well. I would say January at the latest, but who knows? Normally December is held off as a not as a release month, but last year Games Workshop defied that and did a whole bunch of new releases that month, not just any of their holiday stuff. So we could see it by December, but we also know that it's really looking. We got Blackstone Fortress sometime next month, and if all things keep pointing in the right direction, we're looking at that. And I can't think of the name at this point, but the Slanesh and Khorne I don't know if it's a box set at this point or if it's what it's going to be, but that's supposed to be out by the end of the year also. So
They should have Slaneshmas.
well, and we know that Slanesh is about to rise, at least rise up in the 40K universe, because there's a new Eldar novel coming out mid to late next month, and it's going to be a big deal. They're going to be trying to stop the raising of the dead god again. So
Dead God.
dead god, whatever.
Dead
So lot of stuff coming between now and January. Jeez.
Do you want me to share these warlord traits, or you want me to wait and hold off?
Jonathan, TJ?
Do it.
Yeah.
All right. Boiler traits for Gene Stealer cults.
Gene Stealer cult warlord traits. So, of course, there's 6 of them. The first one, it's called Shadow Stalker. Your opponent must subtract 1 from the hit rolls for attacks that target that your warlord. Second one, Focus of Duration. Friendly Gene Stealer cult infantry units can perform heroic intervention while they are within 6 inches of this warlord, even if they are not characters.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
That's big.
yeah, that's
Jesus.
huge.
That'd be annoying. Golly.
Wow. Okay, so the third one, Wall Creeper. Your warlord can move across models and terrain as if they were not there. In addition, your warlord can shoot and charge even if they fled back that turn. Fell back that turn.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Wow. It's almost like one of those the Necron, the race, but not basically.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fourth one, Born Survivor. Roll a d6 at the start of your turn. On a 6, your warlord regains d3 lost wounds. On any other result, your warlord regains 1 lost wound.
Huh.
On 5, Alien Mastery. Friendly Gene Stealer cults units within 6 inches of your warlord automatically pass morale tests.
Yeah.
And 6, Ambush Leader.
Oh.
When your warlord arrives on the battlefield using the Cult Ambush ability, do not roll on the Cult Ambush table. You can choose a result to apply instead. If you choose for a unit to arrive with your warlord, the chosen result applies to that unit as well.
What?
That's big.
Oh, people are going to be taking that one.
Oh, yeah. Between that and the Wall Creeper.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yep.
Get to choose your results.
That's a big deal because I played games where the guy was coming in and he needed one specific roll to basically win him the game. And he was rolling. I was like, please don't roll it. Please don't roll it. He didn't get it. And he was like, man, if I only got this. And I was like, yeah, if you only did.
You know, I bet Eric's foaming in his mouth right now, John.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's just splooging. Wow. That's, man, that's huge, man. I tell you what, Orks are going to shift the meta. But as soon as Gene Stealer cults hit, I have a feeling that they will probably shift the meta again, big time.
Yep.
Because Gene Stealer cults are kind of right there in the middle-ish, maybe lower to the bottom. They just need a little extra oomph, and without having their own codex, it's really hurting them.
Yeah.
So, and if we follow all the codex trends, with the exception of Tau,
And Space Wolf.
and Space Wolves, they're going to get a big boost like everybody else, but Space Wolves and Tau. Man, that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, the Space Wolves didn't get a big boost.
They got stuff.
Yeah, I've been actually, even though I haven't been playing, I've been keeping up with the Space Wolf trend, and it's very, I don't know, I say metacore. Like they're good updates, but they're not. I don't know. They're not
Game breaking.
Yeah, they're not game breaking. I mean, they just give you more options and able to do more things and focus what you want to do. but it's nothing crazy, in my opinion.
Interesting. No, a lot of guys that I know are Space Wolf players, but just kind of go back. They're not too happy with it.
No.
Most of them that were just kind of grabbing up Space Wolf units just because it kind of fit a meta a few months ago, right before the Codex hit, have already dropped it. Only like hardcore guys like my friend Jimmy, who won't play anything but Space Wolves, are going to stick with them.
Still rocking it.
Yeah. Just because they have an army, just like Clint, 4 or 5 editions of getting knocked around with an orc. Now he Vindication. Space Wolves will have to wait for another Codex probably sometime next year or the year after.
Yeah, whenever they get out of the dog pound done.
Yep. Or, if Rust ever does come out, Rust could be that force multiplier. It's like, oh, now we know why Space Wolves are the way they are. They were waiting for Rust to drop.
Yep.
Now all the synergy that we couldn't see before is there.
Which is really kind of, and this is, again, my opinion, but it feels like if you have to synergize around one character, it really is a very poorly done thing to do. Like,
I agree.
I can't stand that. It's like, oh my God, my army does not work unless I have to run this character, make it work every single time. There's no change.
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
I'll be honest, I haven't been looking at too many of the codexes or even 40K army list building, everything. I've been just concentrating on painting, but now I after hearing everybody kind of talk about Space Wolves and with the Orcs coming out, I'm gonna have to get back in and see what it is people are talking about.
Yep.
It's a shame because Space Wolves, especially there in 7th edition, they were the go-to army besides doing like the full battle company thing, the Marines, because you run the Wolf Star, like a whole bunch of Wolf Lords on Thunder Wolves, and then tons of Fenrisian Wolves.
And see, and I did mine backwards. I did the whole mechanized, where everything was free upgrades for everything, and just did MSU and filled the table.
Oh yeah. Hey TJ,
What's up, man?
where'd you get those paint pots or those little holders for your?
Off of eBay.
Hmm.
Do you want me to? I can send you the link.
Yeah.
I'll definitely find the seller again and send it to you.
Well, I was thinking, didn't I see Hammerhead Games? Didn't they have something similar? Or I'm thinking of RMC Gaming.
Not quite sure, but actually, if you go on FNP Wargamer, there's a video. I did a YouTube video on a product review. Yeah. But yeah, I'll send you the link. Because I really like them because I don't spill shit anymore.
I do that frequently.
Yeah. What about spilling paint? Does it stop from spilling paint?
Is it what?
So it stops you from spilling paint too, right?
Yeah.
I haven't had a hard time. I haven't really spilt any paint, but it's those gosh darn washes. And
Washes give me a lot.
let's say I have invested in stain removal stuff for my carpet.
Because of the mess you make while you're eating crayons. I know.
Well, he's reaching for the crayons, and then he spills it.
I get a little worked up when the more crayons I eat, that waxy thing, film kind of like goes to my head, and I get all a little crazy. And
Yep.
All a little crazy over there, John?
All sorts of crazy.
Crazy pants.
Crazy.
All up on that there crayons.
Oh man, these are coming along pretty good now.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good.
And I want to try to get them painted up. I want to try to field them and see how they play.
Oh, you're gonna like how they play.
Stand back and shoot.
And then when they shoot, they still have the rule when you shoot at them, they roll a d6, whatever. Then if they roll something, you take all that shots back at you.
Yeah, anytime you make a save of a 6, it reflects back as a mortal wound.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So,
I mean, it's good, but horrible.
yeah, I just got to get the elite guy all painted up too to go with it, though.
Yeah. Well, I am working on these CLs, and I've been trying to find a way. And I got to play test it. I got to buy some more models, but to not play the meta. Like everybody runs these guys with the eels and the sharks and like the whole low model count per se, and I'm going to try something totally off on a different playing field and see if it'll work. Because if it works, then it's gonna be great. But it's a rough army. It's like a glass cannon, but it's not.
I'm used to not playing glass cannon armies. I'm used to playing Marines, man.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Orks and Marines, buddy. I'm playing some elves. Yay!
Leland, if you are doing a Salamander's army, you should check out. Oh gosh, now Pop Goes the Monkey on Shapeways, and check out their line of items that they have for Space Marines. They have all sorts of like helmet crests, special shields, shoulder pads, and such, and a whole bunch of Salamander style stuff.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Those kits.
What's that?
Did you see the kit you did for all the Smash Captain stuff?
Oh yeah, the Smash Captain kit.
Yeah, he's done one for like every army.
Yeah. I recommend everybody go there, check out his site, or even was it Gadget Plus for extra little points for your army. Man, they just really will set your army apart from everybody else.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure if you can really see him, but on this I got the Gadget Plus upgrade kit for the Castellan robots. It gives you they basically he built for the Power Fist. He built a little gun at the end down here that you can stick on it, and it it makes it look like it's it basically gives it the effect that it's that you still have the guns there, even though the Power Fists are still there. Because I definitely like the look of the Power Fist on these models a lot better than the other thing.
Yeah, that's true. Because the gun arm was like that little nub, and it had the gun out of it. I like this a lot better.
But I will never be able to play it at Warhammer Citadel.
I was just I was gonna say disclaimer ... Great site. It makes your army look amazing, and it's so just your army. But
I think you could. I think you could go in there and play. They wouldn't even notice.
Yep.
And if they ask, like, oh, I just converted some stuff, that's green stuff and whatever.
It's all green stuff, man.
Yeah, just tell them. Or, okay, you didn't. How do they know that you didn't just make it yourself?
Yeah.
Except, they're watching this video right now going, yeah, come on up, TJ. We got you.
It's funny. I would disagree and say, nah, they're not watching. However, I found out a while back, that our rep, when he found out that who we were, and like he told the people in the shop at GW, and they knew who we were, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
You're on the watch list, man. You didn't know that?
No, like they like us, not.
Oh yeah, they know. They know.
Great. I'll have to have a conversation with my rep tomorrow.
I'm so glad I have no rep.
I'm sorry, person that I won't name, so I don't get you in trouble.
If I don't show up next week for some reason, send out a search party. They might have bagged and tagged me, GW Gestapo.
Oh man, I'd say though, I do have a good rep.
Yeah.
That person is the best rep ever.
I'm not sure where this is going, but I'm getting scared.
What's that?
I said, I'm not sure where your statements are going, John. I'm getting awfully scared.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking now.
So, let's see here. What else can we talk about?
Well, we covered a bunch of rumors.
Shadespire, the new the troll with the squiggin, the poison squiggin mushroom, the squig stalactites, whatever rock formation. What do you think about that?
Amazing. I look at that. I saw the kit finally for the first. I don't know if it was on Warhammer community site or where I saw it, but I was looking at all those miniatures and I was just flabbergasted. I mean, from the troll all the way down to all of the little whatever those other things are, it looks like nothing Games Workshop has ever done. And with the exception of one of the things kind of looking kind of spooky, like I didn't see any skulls, which is automatically a plus. That it's not like 50 skulls all over the bodies and everything, or on the I'm sure they're probably on the base or something, but they're not decorated with skulls. So I was like, not only the models look, I want to know who the artist is, whoever did that, because it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, I agree. Like even this, like they're all like different forms of squigs. That's what's crazy. It's not just like, oh, everybody's used to squigs, like little round, thing with 2 legs that hops around and goes rawr, carries bombs 40k wise. Like that's what everybody thinks squigs. But the squiggin, that's what we unofficially calling it, is the flying squig. The death cap squig is the mushroom with the smoke coming out of his head. And then you've got the stagalite squig, which is the rock squig. And so that just blew me away. I'm like, oh my god, we got so many cool looking squigs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy that they're expanding upon all that. It's about time they've done something a little different than the same aesthetic, which, I mean, the aesthetic works. Otherwise, the company would not be doing so well. But, when you see the same thing year after year, decade after decade, I want to see something a little different. So seeing those models was quite the delight. Trying to find them right now. But it appears to be elusive.
Oh.
All right. I think the pictures, they showed those at Spiel.
It was some convention.
Yeah, the one in Germany.
Yep, that one. And then Champions was huge in Germany. They had a big championship, Age of Sigmar Champions there too, and they did a video. And I don't know, the lady that they were talking to, she almost looked like she was an actress, like a famous one. But there's a lot of people that look alike. But that game, it was just like it was sold out for Champions.
Oh, and then the other thing is kind of out of left field, and they look really good to the point where you might want to add them to your Spooky Ghost Army, Jonathan.
Yeah.
The undead, or the Champions of Death Blood Bowl team.
I seen that.
Those I think you could put those into your army and it would just blend it right in because they're not carrying footballs and or anything or whatever it is that they use, but they look phenomenal.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, you can put them in there and, people won't really say too much.
Yeah.
So, and then you can start using them as a Blood Bowl team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look really cool.
So, man, that's it. I got no other leaks or rumors or anything, man. It's been kind of a quiet weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the Magic thing, and then, of course, what we mentioned before about we kind of briefly talked about it last week, and then a couple weeks before that when we got the got the info about Blackstone Fortress, but that's it.
I mean, it's kind of gone back to the GW's kind of got back to their old release schedule, man.
Yeah.
Well, except it's going to get hot and heavy again.
Well, I mean, you're not seeing like massive releases like every single week, you know?
Yeah.
We're kind of, we're in that waiting phase. We're like, oh, what's coming out next?
Yeah.
They're giving us a chance to catch our breath.
Oh, and don't forget the Monopoly, 40K Monopoly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and don't forget, I don't have a release date yet for it, but over at Steve Jackson Games, the Munchkin Warhammer 40,000 game is coming too.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I want to play that. I'm pretty excited.
It'll be amusing. I was watching them. We were at the Steve Jackson. They had an open day for retailers, and I was watching people play. It was always a full table. I could never get in. All the signups to play test were all filled up, but you get a snazzy game board. It looks like everybody plays a certain type of character, just like regular Munchkin, and then it's probably battling out to see who levels up first. I'm not sure what the game mechanics are. It's probably something a little bit more unique than your regular Munchkin style game. If it's
who kills the Emperor first?
What's that?
Who kills the Emperor first?
Maybe. But knowing how Games Workshop is, they're going to want people to have a unique experience with their game. But it'll probably still coincide a little bit with how you play Munchkin, so you'll probably still be able to cheat as long as you don't get caught, that sort of thing.
Wait, you cheat in Munchkin?
Yeah. It's part of the game mechanic.
Yep.
Like what? Like draw multiple cards or?
No, usually when you have cards face down, one of the cheating ways is basically it's almost like bluffing. I've got use a Magic the Gathering reference. I got a 5/5 trample death touch creature. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm about to attack you with. How are you going to do anything? No, yes, okay. Well, actually, it's a 1/1 something or whatever. There's a couple other cards in there that lets you. They're cheat mechanics. Basically, lets you get around other stuff. But if you're bluff or you're ever caught cheating, it ends up being bad for you. So it's an actual game mechanic that's built in. You're not like being a jerk and cheating. It's a part of the game. So,
and then
excuse me.
The one thing I've been watching seeing a lot of like still imagery of Battlefield Gothic 2 video game. It looks they learned their lesson from the first one. I'll just say that much. But it looks snazzy.
Sorry, I was reading about something. Oh, what did you say, Ski?
Back on the ranch. Oh, just video games. Battlefield Gothic 2.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Looking really good.
Yeah, from what I heard, that's a really fun game.
It's not too bad.
Well, that's all I've got for this week, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't really got much, man.
Well,
I've never really been a big orc player, so I don't really know a lot about orcs.
well, neither do we. Don't have the codex, just the cultures, and that's all we go off of.
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm able to, if that book comes in tomorrow, or if it comes in Thursday, I will do a video and we'll let people know. We'll post it on our I guess YouTube channel and let everybody know on the Facebook page that we're going to post up a review of it.
Okay.
As soon. I mean, I'm really hoping it's there tomorrow because I want to crack that sucker open.
Check it out.
Yeah. It's shipped out on Monday, so that means it should be there by Wednesday.
Yep.
Unless the Germans have their submarines in the bay and they're blowing up your shipping truck or shipping boats.
That'll be disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably have to go to war over that.
Just like World War II.
Wait, we're fighting a world war over plastic miniatures? Yeah. That was the Orc Codex. It was a dick move, Hitler.
And it was the boat that had them all on there. So they had nothing left. It was just that boat. Yep.
Now, I'm pretty sure Games Workshop flies everything over. They're not like Fantasy Flight Games that puts everything on the slow boat from China, literally. Don't give. I pretty much got myself started on Fantasy Flight Games. Oh, so frustrating. You know, if you are a miniature game company or you make games that do involve miniatures of some sort, and you have a release schedule like Star Wars Legion or Rune Wars or something like that, take a cue from Games Workshop's release schedule and how they keep the tempo and everything going, and with releases. You know, don't do like other companies, please. You're just going to kill your product. Pay attention to Games Workshop.
Yep.
They are the flagship
game, and well, the other shipment should be here for all these cool miniatures you want in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Or like, hey, well, we're just going to release a new random unit every month. And eventually, sometime in the next year, you'll have all the units you need to play your army. Or pay attention to like Night Miniatures, the guys that do the Batman and Harry Potter miniature game, and when they produce their stuff, they get you everything you need, start going right in the beginning, and then they kind of do, oh, by the way, here's a brand new version of that character that you had. They'll kind of release new versions of the models as they go. That's my little rant about a certain company. Yeah, Leon, I doubt you're going to be able to get any models for your Star Wars Armada. The game is kind of dying off, I think, and Fantasy Flight is not really cranking out as much stuff. They're really like almost a print-on-demand company, where they'll make a whole bunch and get it into their warehouses, get it out to all the stores or all the different distributors, and then they'll wait before they do another restock. And then you have to wait like 6 weeks for them to get it coming. Oh, new ship's coming. Okay.
I'll see it in the year.
We'll see.
Yeah, just hopefully they don't do the whole 2.0 thing, because that's just
The X-Wing 2.0?
Yeah, that really bit people in the butt, the way they did that.
Yeah, it wasn't the best release, but I see some people, they're really digging it. The biggest complaint I've seen is having to use the app to get your point totals.
Yep, that was one of them. And then all the old stuff does not matter, so you have to rebuy.
Yeah.
A lot of people are very upset about that.
They kind of fixed that a little bit with those upgrade kits, but you know, if you have 6 X-wings and you buy one of those upgrade kits, it only comes with enough for 2 or 3 maybe. It's
That's the way you do it, man.
Force people to buy things.
Yeah, very clever. But hopefully it doesn't bite them in the butt.
Yeah, and just pray that your people are going to stick around.
Yeah. Yeah, oddly enough, though, that like Armada and X-Wing kind of wax and wane, but and Legion is kind of like totally waned. But one game that seems to be really consistently at our store is Imperial Assault. I don't know if you guys have seen that Star Wars Imperial Assault game.
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah, I mean, we get people out for probably say 10 to 12 people out. I think the most we had for our regional tournament was 18 people.
Oh, nice.
But consistently, they come out where I can't get people to come out for our Age of Sigmar tournament. I get one guy for our Age of Sigmar tournament. But our Imperial Assault, this time we had 8 players. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Never does.
Never does.
Never does.
That wasn't creepy.
What was it?
Stop.
Are you home alone, Jonathan?
Oh man.
No, I am not. I have my puff.
That won't protect you against us.
Good.
Jonathan,
That's my name.
what are you doing, buddy?
Looking at stuff. At orc stuff.
You're looking at Orkborn? Is that what you're looking at?
Oh God. Ugh.
Ugh.
No.
Why, did you just get a picture of a naked orc in your mind?
No, actually, I didn't until you just said that.
Yeah, War Machine and Horde is dead here too. It's their version 3.0, Leon, is really screwed to pooch for the company.
They came out with another version?
Well, 3.0 came out over this, I think, beginning of summer. It was in beta for the longest time, and then they dropped it as an official rule. And I mean, even like the I'm going to say toxic tournament players were just pretty much disgusted with the rule systems, and they walked away. I mean, there are small pockets here and there where people come in and want to play War Machine or Hordes, but it's not like it was, say, 2-3 years ago. Yeah, I don't. It's really interesting how that game has waned away. But just like Kings of War?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's kind of died off. But I think not died off, but that and Ninth Age have kind of taken a back seat almost, thanks to Age of Sigmar getting their nice boost up here.
Yep.
Hey, all I remember like 3 years ago is everyone's like, yeah, 40K sucks. You got to play War Machine.
Ugh.
Yeah, I contemplated it for about a heartbeat, maybe half a heartbeat, and then I walked away.
Yeah, I kind of contemplated a little while, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to pay any more damn models.
Well, and I like how people try to sell me on that game. They're like, oh, you have it's cheaper to get into. You don't need as many models. And then I sat there and I started calculating. Yeah, you are paying almost the exact amount you are for 40K, and then you're going to need multiple options because you're going to want a sideboard, and you're dealing with a lot of metal miniatures. So by the time I'm done, I'm almost paying the exact same thing for 40K.
Yep.
It's like, no, thank you. And plus, I think they had the most, from my understanding, probably one of the most balanced systems when it comes to competitive play. But that competitive play, it's very toxic. You got a lot of there's not a lot of good sportsmanship in there. It's really cutthroat, the environment.
Well, that's what I like to play. I maybe I should play.
Oh, I would have been all right. I think learning how to play the game. Well, I guess I did learn how to play the game, but I might have been fine getting into it until I learned that once you lose your, was it Warcaster or your whoever your general is?
Leader.
Yeah, your leader. Once you lose your leader, it's over. Not like in 40K crap. I just lost my warlord. You got some points. I'm not going to get my buffs, but we're going to keep playing. No, that's it.
I know. What's the point of having a leader if you can't run them up and beat shit up, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I'm getting some information wrong, and Leon can straighten me out there, but the game's not very appealing to me.
If they don't have the word Primarch at all in the lore, not for me.
or the Prime Orc.
Prime Orc, Prime something.
Yeah, I still won't play it as my.
And if they don't have some dude named the Wolf King, they ain't gonna play it.
The Volk Orc.
You gotta have something named the Wolf King.
Yep. That'd be the day Ski goes back to 40K.
Don't say it, Ski.
Well, maybe if I keep saying it, it'll happen. You know, like it's supposed to.
You know, I bet you we'll get Rogel Dorn. He's going to come back before any other Primarch.
Get the emo child himself, Mr. What is he? What is it? Bipolar himself coming back.
Oh, you want to talk about? No, hold on. The man child is definitely Petrarabo.
That is true.
Oh, they are brothers.
I thought the emo guy was Conrad.
No, he's just a murderer.
Yeah, that dude's just demented as all get up can go.
No,
He's
I
just a
thought
sociopath.
Was that so bad though? I mean, he killed criminals. Is that a bad thing?
Well, Punisher kills criminals.
What's that?
See, the Punisher kills criminals.
Yeah, see, I mean, Conrad Kurz is just like the Punisher.
Okay, well, when you read, what is it, Vulcan Lives?
Oh, gosh.
And the opening scene where, like, the Night Lords go into a town where they were about to surrender and kills the entire civilian population. And Vulcan walks in, he's like, I had like 500 Mastodons. We had this, bitch. And Kurz goes in there and, like, kills off everybody. It's like, yeah, that's not going to work, man.
I mean, problem solved, was it not?
Oh, problem was solved.
It's like Daredevil and Punisher. That's how that sounds like.
Yeah.
And Daredevil don't kill people.
Oh, no, it sounded like the conversation between the two of them.
Oh, yeah. We don't have to kill him. No, we must kill him.
Well, I mean, the killing part's easier. The same.
I don't know, man. I think I'm done with these robots. I don't really want to do much more to them.
They need 5 more highlights.
No, they don't.
It's always increments of 3.
So 3 my ass.
So if there's only 3, you need 6. If there's 6, you need 9.
What the hell is wrong with young people? I got like 3 layers of red on here. Maybe,
only 3?
You know what? I need some highlights for silver. Yeah, I do. I need to highlight the metal.
Wait, 3 highlights? That doesn't sound like TJ.
That's not the TJ color.
I know. It sounds
3
like
highlights.
sounds like lazy TJ.
He's like, all right, I'm done base coding. Got 3 highlights.
Well, they are base coded. You're right. Damn it! Why do you do this to me?
I'm wondering, I could do a conversion and use Sisters of Silence, but make them custodes.
Oh dear God, booby custodies.
Booby custodes.
I like the sound of that, buddy.
Make them all barbarian looking.
Oh man,
Sounds amazing. Giant,
Biker chicks.
giant enhanced boobies. Giant genetic enhanced boobies.
I think I'm gonna try this.
Uh-oh, I'm scared what John's going to try now. He's got a look on his face.
People be like, no, those are just Sisters of Silence. No, Karen, they're not Sisters of Silence.
No. Why would I paint red, use a green base coat? What is he talking about? If you're going to paint red, use a blue base coat. Come on, guys.
That's what happens when you paint for an hour and a half.
You lose your mind. That's what happens.
What brushes are so? Andrew wants to know what brushes are you using and how are you cleaning them, TJ?
Okay, Andrew. So here, we'll do this. So right now I have some Winsor Newtons right here. I'm using Winsor Newtons because I'm not going to break open my artist opus yet. And then each time after I clean it, brush cleaner. It's the way to do it, man. The master's brush cleaner. So after you paint, break that bad boy open.
And I'll support that that because I use the same stuff.
Yep, that's the key to it all, man. If you can get that stuff, you are golden. And usually what I do is after I get done, I'll leave a little on there, get in a nice tip, and just leave it sitting. So then next time I'm ready to paint, wash it off, good tip, ready to go.
Yeah.
Or you can buy new brushes about every month because you ruin them completely.
Well, one of my best friends bought me these brushes, so I'm trying to keep them up and running as long as I can.
No, you're doing it the right way. Pay attention to them, Andrew. Don't do it like my way, like every other month. Oh, I need a new brush.
Yeah, if I messed up those brushes, my friend would get very angry at me.
Understandable.
Okay, so I got to ask. So do you buy these? You buy these expensive brushes? Do you treat them like people treat like 20-year-old whiskey, where they like barely touch it and it just sits on their shelf? Like, oh man, that's like 30 years old. That's got to be worth like a couple grand. And then you're like, these paintbrushes, man, they've been sitting on my shelf for a couple years. They're $20.
I actually tear our brushes pretty good. I just had to throw away a Winsor Newton at 0 right now because man, I tore that shit up.
Yeah.
I used it for about 6 months, cleaned it, kept it going. But the one thing I've noticed about Winsor Newton, the ones I bought, like everyone used to say they were like the best brushes and they always kept good. But the last Winsor Newtons I bought have not kept well at all. So I guess maybe that's the reason why, I don't know, maybe that's why all these other manufacturers like Artis Opus and like a lot of these other people are coming out with these new brushes, is because Winsor Newton, I think, lost a lot of their quality that they used to have.
Interesting. I mean, I still dig Games Workshop brushes, even though like the Games Workshop brushes I think are definitely good quality. Now for my miniatures, I'll use those, but for everybody else's, I use the Army Painter ones just because when I'm painting those armies, it's not that, hey, I'm going to use a cheaper brush to do a cheaper job. It's just I am trying to crank out as many models as possible, so it's like prolific painting. But yeah, the Games Workshop ones, especially their dry brushes, and I've tried everybody else with dry brushes, and they really are not good brushes. But the Games Workshop one, I love.
Yeah.
Here's my array of brushes. I got 3 cups. There we go.
So let's just put it this way. I still have one of the original brushes I bought when I started painting in '99. Wow. It is a Games Works Citadel small dry brush, and I use it constantly for base coating and then also to dry brush. But yeah, this is the original GW brush that I bought when I first started painting. What I have noticed about GW brushes is their small base coat brushes are really not very good. No matter how you keep them or whatever, I went through those like crazy, and that's why I switched over to
the brush I actually use the base coat is I got a Winsor Newton Series 7.3.
Mhm.
And this thing keeps a great point on it, and it's got a lot of good coverage. So I use this to base coat almost everything.
Yeah, you guys have all those brushes. These are all the brushes I've got. And you can see they are not in the best of conditions.
Thanks, son.
So
God.
pay attention when TJ and Ski talk about taking good care of your brushes. Pay attention to what they do. Don't do what I do.
What the hell? Did you see what Leon just posted? He owns 8 airbrushes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I don't even own an airbrush.
I need someone to teach me how to airbrush. Is what I need.
I have 5 airbrushes.
I've got 2.
I have 3 cheap ones and two nice ones that I bought really cheap. The guy was doing I think it was like an 80% sale or something for his birthday, and he owns the company. And I thought it was a scam when they did it. And people were like, "Oh no, it's legit." Da da da. So I spent $50 on 2 airbrushes that were like $140 airbrushes each, and it took like 4 or 5 months just to get it, but they got here, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's real." I was nervous.
Oh my God, I forgot. One of the major painters is coming out with his own airbrush series. God, I forgot it was a Kickstarter that just came out. Those airbrushes look amazing. They're expensive as hell, but they look amazing. Badger has a special on their Black Friday or B-Days. So is Badger okay? Got one last year for about $50. Maybe. Oh wow. I just don't know how I'd airbrush. I never paint that much at a time to where I feel like I'd break it out and make it worthwhile. I guess maybe that's the way for me to get painting faster, right? Is to buy an airbrush, so I put a whole bunch of stuff out.
Well, you started getting a little fast, right? You did just paint pretty slow, but now you got a lot faster.
Yeah, I think it's the constant painting, man. I think the more you paint, the faster you get.
To a point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be because some of those top level painters, man, they paint beautiful models in like a couple days. You know?
Hey, John, I just sent you another picture through Messenger.
Okay.
Just so something I wanted to show you.
Oh, whoa. Yep. Little Legend Studios. Thank you, Andrew. Yep. Little Legend Studios just produced an airbrush. God. And then one of the greatest painters over there in the UK just released his own model series set, Andy Wardle, for Cult of Painting. And man, that dude is amazing. Some of these people paint, man, it's amazing.
I'm following this this painter on Instagram. Her name is Daughter of Cain, and she has been doing some amazing paint jobs between airbrushing and painting. It's just, and I think she's Scottish.
What's the name? Daughter of Cain?
Daughter of Cain, I think it is.
That's awesome. Steve.
What do you think of the blue skin?
Oh wow, I really like her style. It's very dramatic. She looks pretty fiery too.
Yeah.
You know what, man? She'll post like 5 pictures, and she'll be like have millions of followers.
And I remember how I followed her. I mean,
Yeah.
I think she ended up following me, and I was like, I checked out what she was painting. I was like, hey, that's awesome. I'm all about it.
I will definitely follow her. She's got some good stuff.
She did an airbrush of the spider from Age of Sigmar, and it's a purple, and then she did the eyes and stuff, and I'm like, it blew me away.
Yeah, I like her quote on her page. She said, "In Duncan we trust."
And I
Dude,
think she's going to law
it
school.
was so sad this weekend. Did y'all see it?
What's that?
Up in Dallas, Duncan was there for the intro level.
Yep.
So sad to see because I knew there'd be no way I could go there.
Yeah.
None of us could.
I saw him up there, and he was only wearing one thin coat. It's almost getting that time, guys.
You goofball.
Yep.
Do any more closing remarks before we do our closing?
Nope.
What do you got, man?
What?
What do you got, man? What's going on?
I have the normal stuff that says thank you to all our Patreon supporters very much. You guys are awesome. I'm thinking of possibly saving up what we're getting and looking into actually getting some lapel mics, because I think that'd be a good investment. It would help with a lot of the echoing or any kind of noise that we get when we go to a lot of the places. Then if we do interviews, we can actually give lapel mics as well.
That would be awesome.
So I'm looking on Amazon, and it looks like they're somewhat affordable. I say affordable, they're like $300 for the whole kit, but it plugs into the camera, and it can work with the camera that we already have, and it clicks into the top notch that we have, and it can connect to it, and it has two signals that will branch out for the and they're wireless, of course. So I think that would be kind of cool, as well as eventually maybe upgrading our camera to actually one of those, like, way down the line, like the $1,200 camera, the nice ones. So
Awesome.
and,
I say let's do it.
and so that way we can we were really we're spooling up, we're getting ready, we're gonna kick FNP back in gear with a lot of stuff. So we've had a lull with our bat reps just because of timing and everybody's schedule and everything like that. It's hard to get everything, but hopefully in a few weeks to be able to kick it back up. So we lost our one of our main man, TJ. He's doing family stuffs.
Yep. Girls got soccer, man. Saturday shot. They will not be playing in spring. I don't want to play them during winter because they need. It's just too hectic.
Yeah.
And with all the vacations and everything going on, so hopefully the weekend before Thanksgiving, I will be gaming again somewhere.
Yay!
I'm gonna get a bat rep in some 40K.
Hoping we can get one in by December.
NAOS ski.
Yep.
Hey, I'm in the same boat. I mean, between class has been just.
Yeah, I know. I heard you were gonna be absent this coming month, November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Test time, baby.
It's just school, and then you know how it is in the IT world. You're done with it one day, and the next day you're just like, okay, I need a break.
Mm-hmm. Break? What's that?
School wise, I used to do it hands on, but the school wise, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. All right, guys. As always, thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. You guys are helping us a lot to hopefully bring some better content. And it looks like there's some messages that I couldn't show things. There we go. And thank you guys for participating in chat, as always. Couldn't do too much without you guys chatting with us. I mean, we actually chat amongst ourselves, but we always get on and off our tangents. So, anyway, all right, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Good
Night,
night.
guys. Love y'all.